It is time for mass nuclear reactors. Where are they going to be? Everywhere. You thought I was joking, right? Everywhere. That's right, even here. Even here. Say hello to my little friend. Boom. 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 There we go. Get out of here. Hey! I'm Feedback Gaming, and this is me playing a regular game as Germany in Hearts of Iron 4. It's been a long time since I've done this, but I'm going to play Germany with Iron Man turned off and just play a good old regular game of Hearts of Iron 4. And there's been some little tricks and exploits people have told me about, and I thought I'd just combine them into a super awesome Germany/video. And this is this video. No word of a lie. If you want to see a world conquest as the anarchists, it will happen at 200,000 subscribers. You want to see that? Put your money where your mouth is and subscribe. I lie. There's no money. It's free. You can subscribe for nothing. Single player, new game, 1936, the German Reich, playing on historical without Iron Man and regular difficulty. What is the feature of this video? What is the main attraction? And we are going to get nuclear as Germany. What if Germany got nuclear weapons in WW2? What would be the consequences? And you're probably thinking, boring. We've seen that before. True, but I'm going to do something different. There is a new decision in Hearts of Iron 4 for Germany in Norway. It's pretty strong, and it will allow us to get access to nuclear technology significantly earlier. And we'll mess around with collaboration governments, and we'll mess around with how peace conferences work, because let's break the game, right? That's what we do, right? Yep, indeed. If you're new to Hearts of Iron 4, welcome. I'm Feedback Gaming, and I'm going to show you in much detail as possible to play Germany in the most broken fashion. Let's go. With every game of Hearts of Iron 4, we go through the notifications at the top of the screen to deal with the main issues with our nation to begin with. What does Germany have issues with to begin with? Well, let's take care of research. We're going to go for electronic mechanical engineering to get radio. Gives us more reinforce rate. Reinforce rate is very important for getting to battle quickly and doing lots of damage. It's a way that you can get an advantage against the AI, like a tiny amount. It all adds up. We're also going to go for basic machine tools, which gives us more production output with concentrated or dispersed industry. We're also going to go for construction, because at the start of the game, you are at peace, and it is a good idea to stack as much construction as you can when you're building up. So let's do that. And last, and definitely not least, we are going to go for Submarine 3 in 1936. You are a madman, Dave. I know. Free civilian factories. These are our production and our construction. And what we're going to do is focus internally on our own industry by holding shift and clicking here and here to max out the building slots on civilian factories. And we'll also do you as well. That'll do for now. Military factories. We are not going to be making tanks. Tanks, so out of date. One are motorized. We're not going to be making planes at the start of the game. That might change at some point. And we are going to pump out the rest of these partially constructed submarines. Now these ships, the bigger ones on the other hand, I can't be bothered to finish them. We'll do the subs and the destroyers. One of each, and then the rest will be just producing regular old submarine 2s. That looks pretty good. The rest of the military factories, we're going to make some AA. We'll go for 5 of those. Artillery, 5 of those. One more into support equipment. Now we've got a few more factories left over. We've got another 4. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. 28 of 28. National focus, we're going to go for Rhineland for that political power and also for control of this land that is rightfully ours, by the way, but will be militarized. Training divisions, we'll train, we'll say 8 of these divisions, put them low priority and unlimited amount, and we'll just drop them here when they are ready. Unassigned divisions, we'll select all of them, right click them onto an army and change them to regular infantry and move them here with a fallback line. I press C. They go into fallback line mode, and then just right click and drag to drag a fallback line right here. And then you press control and click to assign them. That pretty much is done for now. We could do with a little bit more rubber, but I'll do with that -1 for the time being and take that slight production hit for motorized, because I don't care that much for motorized anyway. 5%, I'll take that 5%. F2, merge up the navies. There we go. Air Force, F3. Select them all and move them to Berlin, and we'll split them off a few times. That'll do. Shift left click to exercise them to level 3. Good. And we'll also shift left click on the infantry to exercise them to level 3 as well. Hey, we've got 50 political power. Let's go for a justification on the Netherlands. Right click, delete the orders, press Z for front line and go right here. General Rommel, and we'll go for a Field Marshal Walter Model. And aggressive assaulter is a very good perk, so we'll do that. Control B do toggle railroading and go to that front line. Lovely. Rhineland has been done. Let us go for some more naval dockyards. So let's go for naval rearmament for a lovely 3 naval dockyards. Practically for nothing. Let's go for free trade, which gives us a load of bonuses, but we lose a load of our resources. And in this case, we don't lose them because we're not even using them anyway, because oil and rubber are not going to be a big deal for Germany without tanks. We're going to go for radio next on the research side. But next focus we're going to go for is naval effort, which for 35 days, then we gain 2 more naval dockyards. Don't mind if I do. We'll select an admiral. We're going to go for Karl Donitz, hold shift left click, and do naval exercises for the Navy. Machine tools is done, and we can go for our production bonus now, and we're going to go for disperse industry. Break off a few divisions from Rommel, so he's not overstacked. He gets a penalty if he's got too many divisions assigned, and we'll go for Feeder von Bock. X for offensive order, and that's why I do them so quickly, because I can't be asked to press these buttons. Shortcuts for the win, guys. Shortcuts for the win. Does anyone else actually use shortcuts? Let me know in the comments below, because I actually don't know. For the most part, I just presume people do. Next focus I'm going to go for is Army Innovations, because this gives us bonuses for land doctrine. We're not investing in land doctrine yet, but we will soon. I'm going to go for construction 2 after construction 1. More civilian factories are needed. New divisions, going to assign them to an army and shift left click to exercise them to level 3. Going to go for Joseph Goebbels, give a bonus of 10% to war support, and this will push us over the threshold so we can go for war support once we've got the political power. Next national focus, going to go for the 4-year plan to give us bonuses for industry, so that'll allow us to rush down construction 3 and 4. We want to build up as big and tall as possible, as quickly as possible. And while I remember, let's create an agency. And this will allow us to build collaboration governments, which is no OP method of capturing land and not having to deal with resistance. It is incredibly strong. Radio is done. We're going to go for superior firepower now. We're going to go for lots of artillery on the ground. Spy agency is complete. And now we need to upgrade it to gain an extra +1 spy. And we need 5 upgrades to do that. So my advice is go for the cheap upgrades. So we'll start off with the S-pills, which makes it less likely for agents to get caught. 150 political power. And now we can go for war economy and select a spy. You'll do Hannah. And we are going to build a spy network inside of France. And we'll go for disperse industry 2 as well. 4-year plan is done. Now we're going to go for autarky. Not necessarily for the bonuses, but we want it to get the Autobahn, which is maxes infrastructure in these key 4 areas of Germany. Allow us to pump out factories at an incredibly fast rate. Make sure we build enough factories inside of Germany in the meantime, though. Our justification on the Netherlands is complete, and we're going to declare war and just eat them up, probably in seconds. Yep, that wasn't too hard. Just activate the plan, push in, and too many divisions, too much firepower. Just walk completely over the top of them. Pretty brutal. Right, they've been eaten. First thing we need to do is to satellite the Dutch East Indies. That is very important because that is part of the plan we are going to be working on. And then we annex everything else. And we haven't got enough points, so we're going to have to pass a few times to get enough points. And then we've got all the points. There we go. Annex the Netherlands. We've annexed the Antilles here. This is important for reference for later. We've also puppeted the East Indies. No longer the Dutch East Indies, they are the German East Indies. Just another East Indie. We have occupation issues now, so we're going to go for civilian oversight, and we need to make sure this is a horse, and we're going to just double check what the horse division consists of. No, that won't do. Let's get rid of those 2, and we'll start building up this division, hopefully with MP divisions when time goes on. Next upgrade, we're going to go for intelligence and economy of civilian, and Autobahn, and more military factories into guns. We can start adding more of those to the total in training. I've also got an advisor, captain of industry. We do lose that guy later on, but it's a good idea to take advantage of him because we get 10% extra construction. If you've not already noticed, we're building lots of civilian factories. Lots and lots and lots and lots of them. Move the navy back now. Most of them are already trained to level 3. Pop them right here. Merge them all up. Get the repairs done. And then we'll produce out more submarines as time progresses. Time for construction 3. And go for another agency upgrade. We'll go for army department. And once again, just another upgrade for the spy agency. We'll go for form department. We'll go for a cryptology department. The Autobahn is complete. We're going to go for the more civilian factories here. And we'll also start building civilian factories in the interior of Germany. The ones that are already partially constructed will drop down the queue. And we'll just move them to the top to get them finished. The partially constructed as it is, so we might as well just get them finished. Let's make the artillery stronger. Interwar artillery. I'm going to go for another upgrade for the cryptology department for radio interception group. And we can start deciphering a bunch of nations. Ciphers, so we'll go for France and the UK and also the Soviet Union. Takes significant taking longer when you're working on more than one at the same time, but it's just something I want to leave in the background. Eventually, we'll get all 3 anyway. Right, Elusive Gentleman, which gives us a +1 spy, and we've just gained the 5 upgrades now. That means we've got the extra 2 spies. So we're done with the cryptology department right now. We're just going to wait for the spies to pop out. Assign a new general. We'll go for you, because you've got 4 attack. Pop you underneath the field marshal. Let's start producing some armored cars. Let's also start working on military police. MP. MPs increase the amount of suppression that a division has, which reduces unrest, like here. Unrest map mode is here. Also, armored cars also reduce unrest. We'll go for this. This looks good. We've got a little bit of army XP, so what I'm going to do is pop on an AA and pop on an artillery, and that's a lovely, juicy 20 width. I think we'll replace this with reconnaissance when we've got enough army XP. But these changes will cost 10 XP, and we've not got enough to change one of the support equipment, so that'll do for now. New spy to assign. My favorite trait is Seducer, because it reduces the chance of getting detected. And now we'll pop you in France. New spy possibility. Any more seducers? Sadly not. We'll go for someone who's tough. Build another spy network. We'll pop you here. There we go. 100% spy network in France. We can see what they're up to. Mostly, anyway. Let's build some collaboration governments inside of France. We'll go for you and you. We'll commence when ready, and we'll repeat until it's maxed out. This will require guns and support equipment and military factories and time. That's very important. Go. What we'll also say is to make sure these operations go through as quickly as possible. We'll put them on a high priority so the equipment will all go towards operations, mainly support equipment by the looks of things. Interwar artillery is done, and we'll work towards improved artillery, which is the 15 cm SFH-18. That one. All right, we can go for Anschluss now. We now have a manpower in the field of 500,000, so it allows us to Anschluss Austria. What does that mean? Austria becomes our core territory. Free real estate. Now we've got more building slots from getting more industry. We can add more civilian factories, which we'll build inside of the Autobahn. We're going to go for ship designer, and we're going to go for raiding fleet designer. This gives us a boost to our submarines for the research for the Submarine 3 that's currently being researched. Anschluss. Austria is now German. We get a bunch of divisions. We're going to convert them to our main template, make it onto a new army, and give it a general. And exercise to level 3. Next one we can go for is Demand Sudeten, which is the outside of Czechoslovakia. Military police is done, so we can add that on now to our horse. There we go. And the result of that will mean that our garrisons will need less equipment and manpower to keep down suppressions. It's gone from 13,000 to 12,000 and 106% down to, in this case, 100%, as it's just changing the divisions over. Time to work on our naval doctrines. We're going to go for trade interdiction and work down this path. This buffs our submarines. We've got more civilian factories, so we're going to build them in all the key areas. 80, another 80 here. There's a 70 in Austria, and there is a 80 here in the Netherlands. The Sudeten has been annexed. We can now go for first Vienna Award, and then we can annex Czechoslovakia completely. And we can now go for construction 4 as well. First collaboration on France is complete. You click on the flag and then click on collaborations. You can see how much collaboration support you've got, and now we have 30%. Ideally, we want as much as possible because that reduces resistance. Let's work on our artillery. So we'll go for an artillery designer, which speeds up research for artillery. We'll go for a Prince of Terror, which reduces the damage to our garrisons. And we want to boost relations with Japan so we can send an attaché. That means we can leech some of their XP that they're gaining from the war and give us more army experience so we can build up our divisions. There we go. Now we can send an attaché, cancel the improved relations, and now as you can see we're gaining a tiny amount of XP per day. Just enough to change our division templates and potentially speed up our doctrine research. And we'll start working on improved artillery upgrade and also change this over to the more improved artillery. Let's improve our infantry as well. Let us change the engineer to a light armored reconnaissance company, which gives us extra reconnaissance and a bunch of other little bonuses, just small ones. This is a change to the division, so we're going to have to exercise all of them again to get them to level 3. Level 3 is important because it gives, as you can see, a 25% attack modifier. The fate of Czechoslovakia. Okay, I'm going to go for an unusual one here. I'm going to set up the Slovakian state. And the reason why I'm doing that is it sets compliance for the rest of Bohemia, the rest of Czechia, to 50%, which reduces unrest. So if I click this, click on the compliance map mode in the bottom right here, and you go back, look, 50%, meaning unrest is reduced by 25%. That's pretty good. That means that number is only going to go up. All right, second collaboration government has been set up. We're now at 60%. Also continue to work in on our trade interdiction doctrine for our submarines. Next focus I'm going to go for is U-boat effort. The Submarine 3 is finally done. We'll check out the mod and check what it looks like. That's awful. Need the big engine, which gives it more speed and less detection, and also big torpedoes. Oh, I'm going to go big. Go big or go home, right? And we're going to go big on the torpedo tubes. So much torpedo damage. All the damage, decommission the rest, and then we'll start producing those next. I think we've got enough civilian factories now. Oh, British operative captured. What are the British doing in Germany? We're going to build a naval dockyard here, 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 and here and here. Yeah, we've got enough civvies now, so we'll start working on our more military production. Let's go for the magnetic detonator, which gives an extra 20% bonus to submarine damage. Let's send a few guns to Japan, and this once again grind just a tiny little bit of army experience. Not a lot, but just a little bit. Now we can go for, I'm going to go with that word, Schlacht. Yeah, we're going to go for that one. There we go, deployed the last 24, and we have now 5 army groups of 24. We will exercise and train some more later on, but for now this will do fine. Let's add on AA as a support onto the infantry. Once again, we're going to have to exercise everyone, because this means they're no longer level 3. Well, most of them not anyway. Let's work a little bit more on our subs again. This gives trade doctrine bonuses, and this one gives cheaper subs, which is always good. Let's get another row of submarines. Another collaboration, and I think we're maxed out on collaborations now with France. Let me have a look. Collaborations, we're at 90%. Maybe you can't go any higher than that? Oh, it's in preparation. Never mind. We are working on the next one. More naval dockyards. More and more and more. And more submarine production too. And then more steel to keep up the production. To this day, I don't even know if this affects submarines, but I'm going to go for it anyway. It increases the retreat speed for all your ships. Submarines? Maybe. Lots and lots of naval dockyards. We're going to spam subs. And go for modular construction. Cheaper subs. More trade doctrine research. And we're also going to go for signal companies for the infantry. You know what I love? Civilian factories. Build some more. And then some more. And then some more. One of our agents has been captured. We're going to have to help him out once they're done with their mission. We don't want to lose a spy at this crucial point. The most ideal garrison template will consist of practically a full screen of cavalry. The reason why is because it scales with the support. The larger the template, the more efficiency you get from the military police. That's as much as we can afford for now. And if I calculate this correctly, it means we should get some support equipment back. Let's have a look. Yep, we've gone from using 10. Now we're only going to use 2. It is time for war. Reassert, Eastern claims, and then we're going to go for Danzig or war. Disperse 3 now, and we've got some insane construction speed. Oof. Oh yeah, I like naval dockyards. Lots of them. Danzig or war. Let's get the divisions in position. So we'll have you here, and I'm just pressing Z, and then X, Z, and then X, Z, and X. Don't want to drop Z here because it'll drop it over the Slovakian border. So I'm just going to do it where I drag it myself and manually pop them where they need to be. And they're all on the way. All right, spend our political power. We go for extensive conscription for more manpower. We're going to go for infantry expert for the firepower. We're going to go for army offense for the firepower. Army regrouping to recover org quicker. And we're also going to go for army logistics when we can afford it, because that reduces the amount of attrition. And there we go. We've got max collaboration now on France. And we'll put the remaining spies into the UK. And we will go on an operation to rescue this guy. Oh, he's in France. Okay, so we need to put the spies into France. Build a spy network up to eventually rescue him. Also, we're going to spend some political power to become the spy master. And every time we have an ally as part of our faction, we should get another spy. I don't think that applies to puppets, though. So, sorry, Slovakia. Nope. We're also going to go for the next MP as well. So our garrison templates are more efficient. And we'll also add on signal companies to our infantry too. Yes, signal companies. And once again, we'll have to exercise them because they're going to lose all our experience and drop down to level 2. Level 2, bad. Level 3, very good. So what I'm going to do now is we've currently got 15 assigned factories into infantry equipment. I'm just going to drop that to ×5 and then max it out. So every new factory we gain will drop into infantry equipment. And then we'll build a bunch of more civvies as well. Loads of civilian factories in all the areas. And there we go. Go for army logistics now as well. The Polish have refused to cede Danzig. We now have a reason to go to war with them. Also, we're going to go for the next focus, which is around the Maginot, allow us to declare on Belgium and Luxembourg. What we're going to do now is grab all our subs by right-clicking on this fleet and adding them into reserve, merge the reserves into one big fleet. We'll also add this fleet, our secondary fleet, and we'll put that in reserves too and pop it behind Denmark. Now these subs, I'm going to press D a few times to split them into really girthy stacks of 40. I'm also going to make sure they break off automatically to repair and auto-reinforce when available and when they can. We're also going to select on Admiral. I'm going to go for Karl Donitz, as you do. And we'll go for Silent Hunter, Torpedo Expert, and Loading Drill Master. All the best sub perks. And now we're going to Convoy Raid from here, 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 and then here, here, and then here. Is that enough? It is. And also, we're going to click them on Engage at high risk. The amount of firepower these guys are going to do is going to be insane. And it's really bothering my OCD. It's 40, 40, and 39. Let's just change that to 40. There we go. Beautiful. Let's train a bunch more divisions just in reserve in the back if we need them. Always good to have reserves. And we'll train 48, which is 2 army groups. Behind on anything? No, we've got loads of equipment. Whoa, wait, no, tell a lie. We need AA and artillery. We're producing that now. We'll catch up anyway. Just got to make sure these divisions are reserves. And the main equipment will always go to the army group up front. Start improving our AA as well. It is time for Danzig or war. Go. We'll attack with all of you guys. Apart from you, we'll say no. You hold control and click on the field marshal. You get the option here to stop all and activate all. Hold shift, left click, activate all. And I just stopped this guy that's on the Maginot because we don't want to bash our head against the Maginot. Poland has joined the Allies. I never saw that one coming. We're also going to rescue our spy as well now. Rescue, go, automatically, prepare, go, go, go. And then the other spies now can go into the UK. What tends to happen is a lot of your freights will go through really bad areas such as English Channel, so we'll deny them by clicking here, deny them by going into this area too, the Bay of Biscay, and then go all the way around and also avoid the western approaches too, because this is a really bad area to go into. If you click on, I think it's F8, which is resource map, you can see where they're going. See the lines here? These indicate your supply routes. And there we go. Straight away, we're intercepting and pushing ourselves into the enemy fleets. And we're actually, these are submarines that are taking on destroyers. That's right. We're taking on destroyers because the subs are so incredibly strong. What I'm going to do is they're intercepting our convoys here. Oh, subs versus subs. Ooh, a sub duel. We'll grab our fleets. We'll grab our air wings, move them here. Split them off so there's not too many. Yep, and then go for naval strike and air superiority just to control this region and intercept any enemy submarines that are doing the dirty on our troops. And as you can see, we're pushing into Poland here with relative ease. We go for the final naval doctrine now. Combined operations raiding, very strong. The next focus we are going to go for as well, where is it? Is we're going to go for Operation Westerbong. That one. Yeah, we're going to go for that one after we've taken out Poland is on the way. Subs versus destroyers. Destroyers lose. Getting a little bit too hot for our subs right now, so I'm just going to send those back to base for now, and then we'll send them out against once again when we've got a little bit more breathing space, when we've taken out France. Start working on our basic equipment too. That's right, we almost forgot about this. I didn't forget, I promise. I'm going to start working on signal companies too. I'm going to assign all of these guys to aggressive, and that means they'll push forward. Regardless if they're going to attack order, they'll just see the enemy and they will butt their heads against them. Poland is gone. Next up, let's assign our armies. One for Rommel into Luxembourg, and the rest. We'll go here, here, and here. Go, go, go. All right, next plan. Operation Western Bong. All right, so we need one army. So we're going to pop you here, and then we'll have a naval invasion from Kiel into Oslo, here and here. All right, we're going to get steel now from the Soviets. Whoops, I moved my divisions off the front line of the Maginot. An opportunist. Not the French are. They've decided to show their heads in there. Anyway, go, 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 boys. New front line. In fact, balls to it. Cancel all the orders. Field Marshal front line. Everyone go here. And I'll go Control B, and everyone just railroad forward. France, Strunk. All right, Denmark, you're next. Go, 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 go. Time to research something different. Atomic research. Could also go for a theorist that gives more atomic research. The atomic scientist. We'll select our secondary fleet and put them on strike force and pop them into the Danish belt and also the lower Balkan Sea. And what will happen is when these guys are ready to go, they'll invade and take out Norway. Build a intel network inside of the UK, here and here. And if we get the opportunity, we might do a collaboration inside of the UK too, if we have time. Denmark is rip. The bombing of subs in this area is doing quite well. The AI is not too smart when it's positioning its subs. As you can see, they're getting absolutely torn apart. Speaking of bad placement, oh yeah, this. This was the plan all along, okay. Alright, we've got these divisions here. I'm going to deploy them now. These are meant to be reserves, but it looks like they're going to be used on the front line. Kurt. And we'll go for Irwin. Get those exercised to level 3 and pop them on the border of Belgium. Hopefully with all the French divisions here, who knows, maybe the front line inside of France will be pretty naked. We'll see. We've got lots of times to exercise and build them up. Hopefully they'll be a pretty aggressive force when they push. Karl Donitz. Convoy raiding efficiency, genius. Yes, the only choice for the Chief of the Navy. Okay, let's go for a treaty with the USSR to get bonuses for our doctrines. All right, plan is ready. It's good to go. Everything is here. Moved our Air Force here and our Navy. And let's take out Norway. And they have landed. Don't think we'll need any other divisions. I think we'll just send all of them. Go, go, go. Put them on aggressive and off they go. And we'll snake them all the way to the ports. And the British divisions have arrived. Move our Air Force here now and start doing close air support and air superiority. Start working on more infantry equipment. Norway's pretty tricky to invade. There's lots of mountains. Just got to be careful where you attack. But the supply is relatively low, so the enemy can't pack too many divisions in and hold it for too long. Just capture the ports and push further north, and you should be fine. Next focus, we'll go for his army innovations because we want to boost our doctrines once again. Hey, capital in the north. I think we'll take that. And there we go. Secured. Okay, I'm going against the idea of preparing a collaboration government in the UK because it's going to take 175 days, and that's just not enough time. So I think we'll just start doing that with the Soviet Union now. So one in Moscow, one in Stalingrad, and one in Leningrad. Then we'll build a collaboration in the Soviets. That's definitely going to be more worthwhile. Norway is finished. Right, we're going to go for war bonds, go for improved working conditions, and that'll do there for now. Right, these guys, I'm going to pop them underneath the Field Marshal. You'll become under the Field Marshal, and you so too. So these will get the bonuses of the Field Marshal. I'm going to push now into Belgium, and we'll move the Air Force over to there. It should be enough firepower to punch through Belgium. Belgium has gone. Draw your front line again for the 2 extra divisions that were meant to be reserved, but end up being frontline fighting troops. And then we push into France. And what I'm also going to do is attack with all these guys on the other side too, to pin them in place so the French divisions don't start moving to this front line. A few of them are already moved, but it should be significantly less than it would have been if I didn't do this. France. Oh my, we don't need to take a few cities because building a collaboration reduces the surrender limit by 30%. So surrender minus 30% minus an additional 50%. So they surrender significantly easily. I think we might even be able to do it without even taking Paris. But I don't know. If we do take Paris, it's definitely over anyway. We'll talk about doctrines. That's right. We've forgotten about those. Whoops. Paris is an open goal. Go, boys. Take it. Oh my goodness, they're at 96% and we've not even taken Paris yet. So we definitely know it's over if they take Paris. And boop, they're gone. Establish Vichy France? Never. Right, you guys go here. And we've got Luxembourg. We've not forgotten about you, Luxembourg. Of course, you're going to be part of the party. I'm going to go here. You guys go here. You go here, here, here. For the most part, they'll just move around automatically and do the damage. Create the Provisional Government of Free France. Isn't that technically Vichy France? No. Look at collaboration. 99%. Beautiful. Resistance, 1%. Boo. All right, let's make this relatively short and relatively sweet. Grab this army, and we're going to go from here to Hull. Go, go, go. Exercise everyone to level 3. Get them up. Going to add on the rest of the cavalry. And what we might even be able to do is add on some armored cars as well. Let's just see how many we can add on. Armored cars, the cost, probably add about 1 row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we could probably add more. We can probably add 2 rows. So armored cars are better because they've got slightly more suppression. So it makes the use of them more efficient. And top that off as well, they've got more hardness. And hardness reduces the overall damage that partisans can do to your equipment and those divisions that are doing the suppression. So we'll go for this. We're only down 1,000 cars now, so that should keep all the suppression in check. What do you think you're doing, UK? What do you think you're doing? Hungary would like to join the Axis. What a great idea. Get back, UK. Just get back. We've also got some more divisions. We might as well sign those as well. I love how many divisions the Allies are putting in this one area. So actually, I would normally push into this and push them back and encircle them. But you know what? I'm going to let them do this because when I land into the UK now, they're going to have a big surprise. Right, we've got our navy here. So we can put these guys on strike force here and here. And we've got all the submarines too, which will put them on strike force for here and here. You guys can go now. And off they go. 10 divisions on a heroic mission. They have landed. Move everyone here. 1 division here just to spread out. When you grab your beachhead, you've got to spread out to capture as much land as possible, or you're going to run into problems. We've got a bunch of divisions at home as well. We'll research some guns, and we'll bring them along for the ride as well. Here. Go, go, go. To make sure we capture Hull. Hull is the primary target. And there we go. Now we have a little bit more control, a lot more breathing space, and we should start pushing out. Pushing back, pushing down the country where all the easy gains. Sometimes pushing off this river is a bit hard, so I'm just going to move out a little bit more. Got enough supply, so keep going. Can also go for infantry expert too. Give that extra bit, but a bit of firepower. I haven't got enough command power. It's because I've got an attaché in Japan. We'll get that back and get 50 command power back. There we go. Infantry expert. Bring our planes over. Front line. Go here. Go, go, go. What we could probably do is try and take Greenland at some point. Possibly. And it might just be easier to take out the UK at this point. And there we go. Pushed out on every part of the UK. Another division's at home. We'll bring them forward and we'll do some more firepower. Got an extra spy now, so we can go for any of these guys. They're all good. And we can start building a collaboration government in the Soviet Union. Collaboration, you and you. Repeat over and over again until we get full collaboration. Good. There we go. And we are going to take the lot. To this day, I don't really fully understand this game. Why am I at war with Canada? Why is Canada a major? What is even happening anymore? Anywho, if you get the first research for atomic research, you can begin heavy water production. And you can see here, it takes 1 year to complete. But when it is complete, you get ×2, 200% boosts for nuclear technology. So let's go for that. And if for some reason it's free, you just press this button and it's nothing. Yeah, that's the way that works. Yeah, so we're at war with Canada, surprisingly. Interesting colors here, isn't it? We've got, there's Free France, and we have Belgium and India. Yeah. Question is, can we move these divisions over to here quick enough before Canada moves its troops over? That's the question. Build a port here and build the infrastructure. Alright, we've got too many armored cars now, so we're just going to drop a few of these down to cavalry. Alright, we're going to go for air innovations now, the rocketry, and then we can get the Wonder Waffle. I love that name. And this will give us the final boost for nukes, which significantly should be better, hopefully. Fingers crossed. And what we'll do is start researching it now. Even though we're going to get the bonus, we'll add the bonus on top of the bonus to get the bonus. Makes sense, right? Hey, and we've landed just in the nick of time just to deal with a bunch of supply problems. Nice. Hey, I've not done this before. Pushing myself through Canada, building infrastructure, having supply problems in Canada. This isn't new, right? I just totally forgotten about the submarines too. I'm not going to micro them. I'm just going to split them up, put them on high risk, and then do some serious farming at the Atlantic and the Cape of Africa. Go, go, go. Okay, Romania would like to join the Axis. Now, they're both in the Axis with me, so what I'm going to do now is go for integrate war economies. There you go, those have been skipped. Integrate war economies. They get a bunch of factories for free, and they become my puppet state. Canada, what are you doing? What are you doing, buddy? What do you think you're doing? But we're still begin heavy water production, so I don't care. So we'll just make sure by convoy raiding Canadian Norway, they can't get in or can't leave, so yeah. Romania is now a puppet, and so is Hungary. I always thought this was incredibly OP. But there you go. Now they are satellite states of ours. Germany's so strong. Their allies are no longer just allies. They are Germany's buddy. Yeah, buddy. You know what's coming, right? So let's plan for it, right? Lots and lots of infrastructure, aka supply. Canada? Yep, you're the only major. Pick Canada. Done. Okay. Free France. Mine. Luxembourg. Mine. Belgium. Mine. India, not enough points. Mine, Australia, Canada, Malaysia. Done. Beautiful, right? Beautiful. Oh, wait, no. New Zealand still exists. Bring all the boys home. Exercise to level 3. How was a puppet of Romania able to give away land? Technically, it's my land. Alright, the heavy water production is done. We can go for it again. I don't think it double stacks, but you know what? Why not? Click it again. It's free. Actually, what we need to do now is dip off nuke tech. We'll go, I guess, computer machine, and then just hop on to nuclear reactor. We'll have a 200% bonus, as well as the 100% bonus for Wonder Waffle. All right, let's make some divisions that are gonna put everything to shame now. That's right, boys. We're going 40 widths. 40 widths, elites, go, and we'll put engineers on too. Go all the way, right? This is where we run out of equipment for a very long time. Oh, surprisingly, it's just artillery. Interesting. Okay. In that case, we do that, and then that, and then that. Good. I was always worried that Japan eventually would declare war on me through the Indies, but then I saw this. Oof. And then I saw this. Oof. And everyone is now going to get infantry expert. Well, if they're able to anyway. Most aren't able to. Okay, we're going to have to change our trade laws. We're going to go for limited exports. And that hopefully should balance out these issues. Yeah, it has. All right, here we go, boys. Army groups. 7 in total. Yes, I'm over the limit for the field marshal. I am aware of that. But the guy I'm using right now is very close to getting skilled staffers, so that'll be cool. There we go. Yep, he's over halfway, so that'll be good. So I'll be able to go for expert delegator to get the extra 2 army groups without the penalty. And Control B, railroad you. Build a bunch of AA as well over our area just to make sure that we've got full air control. I have not bought any planes because I just can't be bothered to make planes because this is how easy this can potentially be. I might have to go for the logistics wizard, but I've only got 1 trait slot. I want to save it for expert delegator, so we'll just sit on that one for a while. Progress in building collaborations in the Soviets has been hit and miss, but we're very close to completing it fully. That means that if we take all the key cities in Europe, they'll probably collapse. I'm going to have to push into Siberia. Good. Just to recap on what I'm working on research, we're going to go for more soft attack for the doctrines, which we're behind on. Go finishing off our artillery tech, because that's our soft attack is our main firepower. Completing the reactor tech and military police 3. And finally, the research, because we're just stacking all of it. We should have gone for that one a lot earlier. And what lessons have been learnt. And we could probably go for some oil tech as well, so we'll build a bunch of refineries. We've got so many civilian factories, so why not, right? Compliance, on the other hand, has gone up incredibly quickly. Why? Because we're keeping that resistance nice and low. Nuclear tech is finished, and we can now go for atomic bombs in 551 days. So that is nukes in just the beginning of 1944. That's cool. And the Soviets have declared war on me. Interesting. That was quicker than I expected. All right, okay. Are they going to move anything? Are they going to attack anything? Are they going to do anything? By the looks of things, we actually have the advantage. So let's go. And we might as well use our submarines too. So let's completely encircle the Soviets. There we go. Done. And we're also convoy raiding them practically immediately. And we're pushing, and we seem to be doing okay. We're doing all right. South African operative captured. I didn't even know South Africa still existed. There you go. I was expecting to scroll down to see nothing. All right, okay. Fair enough. The first push was a little bit of hit and miss, but we will go again and again and again. I'm very brave. I'm going to exercise literally on the front line of the Soviets because I live on the edge. Okay, what I'm going to go for is disperse industry 4 and 5. That'll give more building slots, and with the building slots, I can build nuclear reactors. The AI is doing its expert tactic where it butts its head against my front line over and over and over again. How successful will it be? I don't know. By the looks of things, 2 million dead. Not so much. Okay, time for the second wave. Go. Looking pretty good. The big advantage we've got right now is that we have signal companies, and our reinforce rate is probably going to be significantly higher. See if we can find a battle here that's got shows the reinforce rate. Well, their reinforce rate is... Oh, actually, no, it's not, because they've got mass assault. So, in a one-on-one battle, they're going to have the advantage. Ooh, I never thought of that. Okay, it is time for mass nuclear reactors. Where are they going to be? Everywhere. You thought I was joking, right? Everywhere. That's right, even here. You thought I was joking, right? Even here. Demolished. And we're doing our last collaboration operation. It's going to complete in 73 days. And that means we'll have max collaboration and reduce their surrender limit by, I think, 25%. It is time for the third wave, which is better than the first and second wave because this one has added mud. It just seems to be in the north, I guess. There we go. Max collaboration. Okay. Leningrad, Moscow, and Stalingrad. And then it's done. Hey, let's put spies in America. I wonder why. I wonder why. I think this is over. Reducing surrender limit by 30%. Good. Oof. That is a big encirclement. And it is definitely putting up a fight before it dies. Is that it? Is that enough? Yeah, the divisions are melting now. And are they going to collapse? And they've collapsed. Brutal. Moscow's fallen. Oh, we're at 50%. 52. Oof. Leningrad has fallen. And now they are at 84%. So that's Kiev, Stalingrad, Moscow, the major cities, and then we've got Stalingrad. I think when that falls, it is well and truly over. Never mind. Actually, never mind it. I might actually be able to do it if I take Sevastopol. 95%! I can't believe how easy this is. 100%. That is insane. There you go, boys. If there's one thing that spies can do well, which I'll admit, they do a lot of things really badly. One thing they do well is collaboration governments. They are brutal. Oh, yep, just all of it. Oh, in one go. And now, 100% collaboration. Crazy. Form the Greater German Reich. Provisional government for the Soviet Union. Nah, I'll pass on that. Oh, look at this. Germania. Of course. Of course. The Tale of Two Cities. Let us honor the heroes of the last war. Following the stunning victory of the German forces, the time has come to destroy the last vestiges of Bolshevist rule in Europe. Even now, the names of Stalin and Lenin disgrace two major cities in the new German Lebensraum. mocking the soldiers who give their lives to take them. Let us honor the heroes of the last war. Hindenburg. Lindendorf. All right, move all the divisions to here. All right, move all the divisions apart from, we'll say 1 and 2. Move them here, and the rest will move here. I've just realized I need to get air superiority if I want to drop nukes. And I'm not going to be able to do that, am I? Oh boy. Feels like a very late time to start making planes, but nuclear bombs. We currently have 4 reactors. That's actually not very good. The United States demands transfer of American holdings. The American ambassador handed over a note with an ultimatum from the president to hand over all control of our American holdings to the United States. They want everything. They even want Canada. No. All right, we're gonna have to go for logistics wizard. I have way too many problems with supply here. Are we ready for the ultimate garrison division? No garrison division like it before. That's right. Lots of armored cars. Make a little adjustment to the template. We'll get rid of the engineer and go for logistics. Added on logistics. We've got our troops position here. We're building lots of forts just, I don't know, for defensive purposes. This is a weak spot right here, so I'm just making sure this is fortified. Making the reactors. We now have a total of 74 reactors, and we need air support to be able to get air superiority. So we're on the right track. Making progress. Okay, these pop-ups for provisional governments are getting slightly annoying. I've had one for pretty much the entirety of Africa now. Let's go. Justification. Boom. I look away from the screen for 1 minute and we get a bunch of collaboration states. Why did they default to creating them when I don't want them? And they cost 300 political power to eat as well. Oh, I just can't be bothered. Okay. The end. GG. Ooh, hello. North American Coalition. Say hello to my little friend. Boom. And then we push. Oh my goodness, we're completely shredding them in these 2 areas. We are not. So, nukes. We've got 121 nukes, so I wish there was a hotkey for this. But now I have to manually click over and over again. Yay. Boom. Boom. Washington. Fortress Washington. Need a few nukes. Just a few. There we go. Get out of here. Damn. That was incredibly easy. Nukes and collaboration governments. What a beautiful combination. Get out of here. Done. I know what you're probably thinking. World Conquest. Yeah, sure. I'll do a World Conquest. 200,000 subscribers. That's a sub goal you can work towards, right? You want to see it? Hit subscribe, boy. Anyway, I hope you have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, boys. See you soon. Currently, guys, ad revenue has tanked. The lockdown has totally frozen the YouTube economy. If you want to help me out, the best thing you can do in these dire times is become a Patreon. The link is in the description below. Thank you, boys and girls. Bye-bye.